Hi, it is spring here in Portland, Oregon, which means it is my favorite time of year to have my favorite once a year food, which is a Cinnabon cinnamon roll. Quite simply, you cannot eat one more than once a year because you'll probably die. Cinnabon cinnamon roll is delicious. It has enough calories to heat your house for a year. And when spring rolls around, gosh darn it, I want one. You know, what does a guy have to do to get a cinnamon roll around here? When I started this channel, I knew, I don't want to rebrand a brand that already has a good brand. A lot of brands pay people a lot of money to do a really good job. So I wanted to pick a brand that had a bad brand. And look no further than Cinnabon cinnamon rolls. The Cinnabon look is like weird Tiffany blue, wine mom adjacent. It's very scripty. It's just bizarre. It doesn't fit the vibe of like a mall. I think for me, the quintessential mall brand is like a Wetzel's Pretzels, which I think really hits on that like late 80s, early 90s. We haven't updated this in a long time vibe. And that's what I want. I want an old classic, something that's going to look real good right next to Sbarro and Auntie Anne's and Mrs. Fields. Cinnabon, gosh darn it, and we're gonna make it today. So online, I found a pre-made mock-up of fast food kind of stuff. So I got rid of a burger and things that don't apply to Cinnabon, but we're left with a big bag, box that I imagine you get the Cinnabons in, a cup of coffee, and 2 business cards. And I think for today's purposes, that is more than enough. If you were doing a real rebrand, like there would be a lot more, and you would also be thinking about, what would people be wearing and what would the storefront look like? But for our purposes, this is just for fun. And so let's just do it the easy way, find a mock-up, slap some stuff on there and call it a day. And that is exactly my plan. So I think the very first thing we want to do is think about the logo. I want to do something 70s. I want to do something like retro. Recently, right, Burger King did a rebrand that was super 70s looking. Burger King did this vintage rebrand. McDonald's has like a kind of rebrand right after that feels really vintage. Going back to that like Helvetica stuff, which I like. So let's do something similar. I want to do something 70s. I want to move away from the Tiffany blue and do something a little more cinnamony feeling, I guess. And I'm really into, let me pull this up. In the 70s, there was this kit called Super Graphics, and it was like these big vectory looking wall designs. Anything like that. And I love this. I want this to be like the frickin' vibe. This is gorgeous. I want big stripes. I want like curvy, all of this. So that's what I'm thinking. And like, I love this. I love like a kerned in, really mild sans serif. And I think that's like the vibe that we're gonna go for. YouTube, look, it's you. So yeah, let's get started. I'm gonna boot up our old pal, Adobe Illustrator, friend of the masses. And I'm gonna start off by thinking about the logo, and then I think I'm gonna do the logo first, and then maybe the cup. The cup seems so easy. And then do like the box and the bag and the business card. I don't know. I think it'll all come together. There's a couple different ways that you can make a logo. I find when I make one, either I'll sketch it out first and I have like a really clear idea of how I want it to look and I'll make it. Or I'll just try out a bunch of typefaces and see if one looks good. And I think that's what I'm gonna do today. Okay, I'm feeling like doing something like this. I like this idea of like breaking it apart and having the bullet in between. I feel like you don't see that very often nowadays, but I really like it. So I'm gonna go into, I have a million fonts like everyone else, and I'm just gonna look through and see if anything kind of like catches my eye. Something like this looks good. If there's another weight. What I'm looking for is just like a really mild, easygoing sans serif. I want something thick and I'm gonna kern it in. That's kind of crazy. Avant-garde. Something like this is a little too fun. I don't like a wavy form on the sides. I'm sorry. Oh wait, this might be good. This is a contender. I like the slightly rounded caps and some of the forms are a little fun. Oh wait, I have a really shitty monitor, so I have to really zoom in to be able to see the kerning. Otherwise it guesses and it makes things look really weird. So just trust in your heart that I'm doing a good job when it comes to kerning because it isn't obvious. Here, so this is pretty good. I'm gonna maybe break apart this B and the O. I don't like that they are kissing. This feels good. And this feels a little uneven. I'm gonna track the B in a hair. All right, that's a frickin' contender. Let's see what else. I also, for stuff like this, I'll just see something and I latch onto it. Like that first one, are we gonna do something else? Probably not. It's probably gonna be that one. You know, we do all this work and I still think I like the first one the best. Yeah, sorry everyone. All right, so I have my typeface picked. It was the very first one that I picked and it's still my favorite, which isn't that unusual for me. Sometimes a fun part of Adobe Illustrator is like random fonts stop working. Oh wait, I'm gonna trace this, which is Control-Shift-O, so we don't have to worry about it frickin' breaking down again. And then I'm gonna think about like our lines. Oh wait, back in the day, Cinnabon had, if you look up like Cinnabon 80s, they had a much better brand with a little cute swirl. And I love that. I want to bring that back. I think it looks great. Yeah, you know, look at her. She's got it on lock. So yeah, let's bring back this little swirl. And I love they have like a grid going on. I don't like their word mark, but I like this. And the pink is fun. So we've kind of got it already with this big fat C. So I'm gonna make a new circle about the C's dimensions. And then it had a spiral inside, and I know that we have a spiral tool, but I don't really like it because it does too harsh of a spiral. Okay, so the spiral tool I don't like. I think it does a bad job. And so what I'm gonna do is just kind of make my own. And you can do it with this guy, the polar grid tool. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna click, and then I'm gonna say, I only want concentric dividers. Oh wait, so you get this, right? And it's like, all right, what's the point? Let's break in a stroke. And all we're gonna do is this. Delete out these center points, so you just get half circles. Flip them around. All right. And now we can just move them off center, just like that. We're gonna come in. I'm saying Command J, which joins. So we're like already there. I'm gonna delete this guy in the center, and then let me see if I can just simplify. Yeah, there we go. The simplify tool is not perfect, but it is fine. And that's the goal here. Good enough for government work. I'm gonna go ahead and copy this just to have one as backup. And then I'm gonna delete this interior. Come on. There we go. Okay, finally, a nice swirl for us. Let's get him in there. And now a trick you can do is, instead of immediately cutting it out, is just doing it in live mode like this. So he's too skinny. But already, you know, this could be something. What about this? Could this be something? Not like that, it couldn't. That's nothing. Okay. Let's just keep it simple, stupid. And keep this. Let's look back at our super graphics. And let's find some that we like the vibe of. This one is great. I love this color scheme. Who else do we have? There's a bunch in here. You can kind of see, like, this rounded is really fun. This has some good ones. Let's pull him in. Jeez. Some good inspo in there. What else? It all gets worse from here. This is so Atari vibe. Okay, so I pulled together my inspo. Here's my mood board with 3 images. But this is just for our color banding kind of stuff. And what I like here is these bands of color that kind of like swirl around and interact with each other. And I like these general color schemes. None of these feel perfect to me, but I feel like this one might be good. And I like this one too. I feel like these bands are really reminiscent of the cinnamon roll kind of vibe, you know, with its concentric circles. And I like, instead of having blue, which is like weird, and there's no blue in a cinnamon roll, Something like this, I think could be really nice. You know, it's like, here's the bread, here's the cinnamon, here's the cream cheese icing. So that could be something. I'm gonna say for our logo, like this is good enough. I think a lot of times, you know, as designers, we're drawn to like doing a pictorial logo, you know, where it has like a little dog or a cinnamon roll with it. But I think a lot of times a word mark is enough. You know, McDonald's is just a word mark with the M. And I don't know. I think the word mark is enough. Now, maybe we should have the swirl. I'm second guessing myself. Oh wait, this is what I'm thinking. Maybe instead of a swirl, what if we just had like a concentric circle type vibe? Like, here's our circle. And then we have our new circle inside, just like the C. It just looks like an eyeball. Oh wait, let's try this. Let's use our paintbrush tool and just do a swirl. Still not good enough for me. This is the part where I feel a little dejected. I feel like I don't want to keep going. This is stupid. But I'm going to, just for you, viewer. Take him. Ditch his interior. Give him a white stroke. Make another guy inside of him a lot tinier. Yay big. Use our friend blend tool. Oh wait, what if we just had something like this? Could this be it? After much trial and tribulation. This, I think, kind of has like a vibe that I'm into. I like that the thinness of these lines kind of mirrors like the cracks of the letters. I'm gonna squish it a little bit to look like our friend C. Oh wait, maybe I won't do that. I feel like this could be it. I'm gonna make these strokes even a little skinnier. I like that. I think that's fun. Does it look a little targety? Maybe. I'm gonna make these cracks like 1.5. There we go. I'm saying this is good. Okay, so now when I get to this point, now I will expand well, I like that better anyway. Okay. I'm gonna expand these rings out. I'm gonna copy and paste just to be safe. Jesus Christ. Oh, I did like that. These might come in handy. Let's keep those around. Oh wait, this is cool. I'm into this again. Good job myself for not giving up. I'm thinking like, maybe we could just make this the C. I don't think that's any better. I'm calling it good. Oh hey, problem solved. Let's think about colors. Oh hey, I don't know what's going on, but I'm into it. I think it's fun. Isn't that what matters at the end of the day? Whoa. This is it. This goes off. I love that. I like the 3 bands underneath. I think like they can live together. It can be its own thing. I'm gonna do an old cheater's trick where I just pull the colors right from the picture. And we'll just see how that goes. I'm gonna do recolor. Edit colors, recolor artwork. It says burger vibes for sure. That could be fun. I'm gonna try one where the stripes don't have the little wedges in between. This is a vibe. I think our background color is going to be like a gray. Let's throw this on. Like a really light gray with it. Or maybe it should be a beige. Let's try this. Like a PC monitor beige. There we go. And instead of a black, let's have like a charcoaly gray. That's fine. This is the freaking Cinnabon I want to eat at. Like fake 70s Cinnabon. All right, I'm back. I had a little break. Where did we leave off? So the logo, I think, is pretty much good. We've got some colors, and what we really have is an idea, and that's what's important. You know, we have a goal, and what's left but doing all the work? Okay, now it's time to extrapolate out our word mark into our actual stuff. So there's a couple things that we have in our mock-up. We've got a bag, we've got a box, we have a coffee cup, we have 2 business cards, a front and a back. So I think I'm gonna start on the business card. So I have my mock-up here, and I haven't really messed with this. We're gonna say this one is, I guess, the back, the part that doesn't have the name on it, because I think that's going to be more fun. I'm going to do this with the white paper. Your design, let's crack this open. All right, the size is about 1,000 by 650, and I'm going to build this in Illustrator. Okay, so I think I want to just have like a straight up super graphics, like one like this. Maybe like 2 loops is what I'm thinking. We're getting somewhere. I'm a genius. Maybe they should just be touching. Something like that might just be the best solution. Oh wait, maybe I don't want 2. Maybe I do just want to rip off that thing and just have 1. Well, let's fix these suckers first. We could just rip it off. But even this one has some bends in it. Maybe I could have 2 of these. Ooh. Maybe, is this something? Maybe this is the key. I don't know. I don't love that. Plus, I do feel like I'm just ripping him off. So let's do this. Maybe we just have like a more of a right angle vibe. Try to get these about as sharp as we can. Right, maybe we just do something more like this. Oh wait, this was an accident, but it is almost more fun, isn't it? I feel like this is something, it's just super corporate, but doesn't that just add into the fun? And then let's pull out our text. And it can just live right here. You know, it might just be nicer to have it without that. Maybe it's just blank. I know I've had people tell me before that they like a blank business card on the back because you can like write a note about when you met that person. Which I think is clever, and makes it easier for me. So let's just do that. We're gonna have our person be called Jane Doe. Let's see, maybe that can live up here. So since this logo's so small, I just made the rings a little thicker. He might live up there, or maybe he'd be better down here. I'm gonna use a different font than Bicyclette. I'm gonna use like just something really boring. GT America is an old classic in my house. I use it all the time. I'll just say she's in sales. And then we will just have an address and a phone number and our logo. Cinnabon, big 3 corners. Let's bring back our... Should we bring back our stripes, maybe? Maybe these stay dark and this is what gets the colors? Okay, now we're cooking. And I'm gonna say she's in corporate sales. Corporate sales. Where are you? Atlanta, Georgia. Wow. 1.8 stars. Not doing well. Ouch. Well, not my problem. Okay, I'm gonna use a mix of both. The Bicyclette is just a little too fun for me. Let's have 2 numbers because one is gonna be a fax. That's so, Does anyone have fax machines anymore? I don't know, but I love the idea that you would. Let's go to corporate sales manager. I just keep adding on to this girl's stuff, but you know what? She deserves it. Good enough for me, goddammit. Okay, let's see how this looks. All right. Woohoo! That looks fun. Damn, pixely AF. I think that's fun. Oh wait, we've got the hard part down, right? We did the logo. We did the business card, so we kind of know like the vibe. And so now, hopefully it's just smooth sailing to the end. As I say that, I realize maybe it won't be, but it needs to be because it needs to be done. Okay, coffee cup. Let's just bring out let's bring him out again and, you know, see what he looks like. Okay, so maybe what we're gonna do is just like stripes around. Looks incredibly weird. That looks bad. You know what looked the best is just the straight up lines. Let's just have these suckers in there. At this point, we're just designing around this mock-up. Oh wait, that's good. Maybe if we can get it a little more to the side. Good enough for me. And I think we can change the color of the lid in a way that looks so realistic. That looks so bad. Just looks weird. The white looks the best, for sure. Okay, well, good enough for government work. Let's think about maybe our background now. Gotta save, so important, gotta save. I want just a grid. I want a good old-fashioned grid. Okay. Background, good enough. Cup, good enough. Business cards, fun. All right, time for our big box. Time for our big box. Can I just do this? Command C and Command V in here. Ugh, love that. That's kind of fun. This is something. Front of the box, perfect. Everyone who's seen it is saying it looks amazing. It looks incredible. I'm saying that. But I'm sure you're saying that too. If you're saying that, put it down in the comments below. I'm gonna go ahead and do the bottom and the sides of the box, which I'm trying to think what'll maybe there'll be some words on there, but I like that it's simple. I'm sorry, I'm just feeling simple today. I'm thinking like, does Cinnabon have a motto? Do they have a slogan? Life needs frosting. Okay, fine. You frickers. We can do life needs frosting. I'm doing a freaking BC plet. Ooh, I do not want it over there. But we do need our stripe. We'll see if this works. I don't have high hopes, but my one hope is that, you know, they weren't totally aligned in the first place, so maybe this will work. And maybe we can carry over our friend Circle, and he can live down You can live up here. That's kind of fun. All right, let's see about this. You can tell whoever did this mock-up, I don't want to say didn't do a great job, but it's a little wonky. Wait, maybe the vibe is to not have... Maybe the vibe is just to have Cinnabon down here. Yeah, look, we have like not even used him. Let's have him down there. Yeah. Yeah, this is almost something. I'm gonna go ahead and mask this out a little bit, just because it's so dark down there. Oh wait, on the bag, I'm thinking, let's have this have the swirl. And I like having it be craft paper. I think that's fun. Don't you? I'm just debating if I want it to be even bigger. Let's just see what that looks like. Ooh. Like, we could do something this big. Let's get our Cinnabon. Oh wait, this is fairly good. It's just the coffee cup that is way too dark. It looks weird. Okay, I feel like we're basically pretty much done. All I'm gonna do now is move everything to the side. Scooch over. And then get our fun little Cinnabon logo and throw him in here. Now, if I was doing this for real, I would have like a cinnamon roll. But since this is just for me and you, no cinnamon roll today. You can just imagine what it looks like. So yeah, with that, I think we're basically pretty much done. All right, new day, same outfit. I only have one outfit. So let's check out what we did. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope you had fun. I did for most of it. Be sure to like and subscribe. If you have video ideas, put them in the comments below. You can find me everywhere at H_S_Gerard. If you like this video, you can like it. You can subscribe. I have 10 subscribers, so if you subscribe, it's a very intimate club that I'm gathering. And thank you for watching. Okay, bye. Bye.